Alright, this is going to be a review of the Hornady Critical Duty 45 caliber 220 grain plus P with flex lock bullet. So this is Hornady's entry into the duty market for 45 auto ammo. It's a separate line than their critical defense. I'll probably take a look at some of that a little later when I get some. But critical duty is geared more towards duty size pistols in general, hence duty in the name. As you can see, it uses the flex lock bullet, which has the little polymer filling on the end, and other than that, it is a hollow point bullet. It's just filled with polymer to help prevent debris and whatnot from getting jammed in there when it's going through things like clothing or wood, whatever. Alright, so other than that, that's pretty much the basics. We'll dive right into performance stuff. What is Hornady saying about this? So they are saying muzzle is, if the camera will focus, maybe not. Yikes. Oh, let's read it. 990 feet per second at the muzzle is what Hornady is saying. So we took a shot through our chronograph, and what did I get? I'll throw the numbers up on the screen with an average, and I'll do the calculation for foot-pounds of energy as well. Do I have foot-pounds of energy on here? No, I don't. Anyways, I'll calculate that out as well. So it did pretty good. All the shots were above that. All the shots were above 1,000 feet per second, but less than 1,100. So out of our test gun, which is the FNX 45, this is overperforming what the factory says it's going to do on velocity, which is great. Obviously much better than underperforming. So that's outstanding. Hornady's known for their quality stuff. This is good ammo. Spoiler alert. I would use it. We'll talk about some of the pluses and minuses of this load in particular. But it is good ammo, and if you're using it, you should be happy. You made a good choice. So, moving on, let's take a look at our bullet that was shot into our ballistics gel with a milk jug full of water behind it, and I leaned a piece of wood up behind that just for a little extra. So, as you can see, it expanded just like it was supposed to. Nice, even, nothing jammed it up. Base stayed square, and pretty much did what it was supposed to. So, good bullet performance. Take a look at the weight and see what we got. Okay, excuse me, we'll do diameter first. How about that? So, our 45 expanded to looks like we got 0.548. So, decent expansion, definitely got bigger, which is what you want. As I went through the gel and the water, hit up our scale here for a weight. Alright, our 220 grain bullet is coming out at 217.8 grains, which is great weight retention. We're not losing any of the jacket or having any separation, anything like that, which is exactly what you want to see. To be honest, I'm not sure if this is a bonded bullet. It actually doesn't look like it's bonded. Let's see. No, it's not. So, but it performed very well and didn't come apart. So that is the good stuff. We'll talk about maybe some of the downsides or what you want to think about when you're going to use this. The 220 grain and the speed, we were getting a lot of penetration out of this. So it went through the block, it went through the water jug, and initially I just had a piece of wood behind the water jug as kind of the last ditch stop. It knocked that out of the way. In the first round I shot, like, flew out into the wilderness somewhere, never to be seen again. So I reset everything with a cinder block behind the piece of wood, which gave it enough mass to stop the bullet. Personally, for me, I feel like that is bordering on over penetration. I generally like rounds that go through the block and stop in the jug. I think we're right on the edge of too much penetration with this round. Now keep in mind, if you're shooting it out of a handgun with a shorter barrel, you're going to lose a little velocity. Maybe that makes a difference. What I would really like to see though is, so if you can tell in the camera, see how the cavity didn't expand all the way down to the end. You guys still have a little bit of cup there in your bullet. I would have rather seen this bullet expand all the way down so that was flat across without the cup. That would, right, increase the cross section of the bullet, causing it to directly impact more of the gel and create more drag, which would slow it down, giving us less penetration. That would be ideal. Have the same ballistics, the same velocity, just more expansion, more drag. Ultimately more tissue damage too, because you're directly contacting more tissue as the pistol round goes through. But these rounds don't seem to do that, so I think penetration might be an issue depending on what you're doing. The other issue is recoil. These rounds, being plus P, spoiler alert again, you don't get something for nothing. Rounds that are high energy or plus P are going to recoil more. Shooting these even out of a big gun like the the FNX 45 feels more like shooting a 40 than a 45. It's pretty snappy, noticeably more than other self-defense ammo even. So just be aware of that if you're shooting it out of a small gun like a subcompact, a single stack like an XDS or something like that. These things are going to recoil pretty heavy. So like, it's not the end of the world depending on who you are. Just be aware that you're going to feel it and you're going to notice this more than if you're just shooting standard pressure 45 ammo. In this particular gun and in another double stack 45, I have had some feeding problems with this ammo. So the issue being, as it's coming out of the mag, one of the rounds, the little rubber tip here will catch on the front of the mag and it'll drag. So you get a failure to feed because that round is dragging as it comes out and it's not getting to position for the slide to grab. I've had it happen in this gun with every single mag. One of my buddies had it happen in his HK with every single mag. So those are the only two double stack 45s that I have available. And it's happened in both of them. I've shot it in a number of 1911s and have several friends who've shot quite a bit of this stuff through 1911s, and it's never happened to them. So my thinking is it's an issue with the double stack mags, and where you go from, right, 2 rounds side by side to 1 round, apparently it's getting a little too close to the mag and it's causing some drag. So be aware of that if you're carrying this in a double stack. Just test it really well and make sure it's not happening for you. I'm sure it doesn't happen for everyone, who knows, but it's something to be aware of. But overall, this is good ammo. I would recommend this ammo. It's reliable, it performs well. Even with, the couple things I brought up, it's still good stuff. If you can get it, use it. It did well. The cloth gave it no trouble at all. And it is definitely cooking out of there for a 45. Everyone rags on the 45 for being fat and slow, and this is not slow. So get it, use it, enjoy it, and hopefully this has been helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.